This is Catherine, who went by the name Catrina. Catrina Mowrey was 24 in 1985, living on her own in Dallas, Texas. In mid-June 1985, Catrina was planning to drive to Kansas to visit her sister Deborah. Prior to the trip, Catrina and Deborah had gotten into a fight over the phone, causing Deborah to hang up. Despite these two having an issue, Deborah assumed that they would patch things up when Catrina arrived in Kansas. However, Catrina did not arrive in Kansas, and Deborah assumed that she was still upset about their argument and decided to cancel her trip without telling anyone. On June 25th, 1985, someone was walking by an alley when she noticed a strong odor coming from a 1978 Ford LTD parked nearby. She called the Dallas Police Department, and when they arrived, they too smelled the odor. When they opened the trunk, they discovered the decomposing nude body of a white female who had been wrapped in a stained white bedsheet and had a belt wrapped around her neck. Catrina's body was identified through her fingerprint. Given the level of decomposition, they were unable to note any superficial marks or wounds on her body. However, they were able to conclude that Catrina had not been sexually assaulted prior to her death. Her toxicology report found no drugs or alcohol in her system. Police initially tried to put Catrina's death down as a suicide. However, it was later deemed to be, quote, an unexpected death. It was estimated it had occurred 2 days prior to her body being found on June 23, 1985. Her death was never publicized to the wider Dallas population, with little in the way of media coverage, and at the time that it occurred, it was reported to be the cause of an overdose, as the toxicology report had not yet been complete. Catrina's apartment seemed like there was nothing out of the ordinary, no evidence of forced entry or a break-in, and in fact, her travel bags were packed by the front door, indicating she was planning to visit her sister. The vehicle in which Catrina was found actually belonged to her boyfriend. However, he had no idea that she was even missing because he had assumed she had gone to Kansas. He did have an alibi for the time of her death and was not missing his vehicle because he had assumed Catrina had taken it. According to the sister Deborah, the last person to see her sister was a man known as Pee-wee. The pair were close, and it is believed that Pee-wee had a crush on Catrina. Deborah always felt that Pee-wee was responsible for Catrina's death. However, authorities were never able to locate and question him, and his whereabouts remain unknown. It is widely believed that Catrina's death wasn't taken serious by the Dallas Police Department due to her involvement in the local drug scene. According to Catrina's niece, investigators misled the family into believing they were actively looking into the case when in actuality it was left untouched. As for what happened to her aunt, the niece, Catrina Marshall, said, quote, regardless, law enforcement failed to investigate, failed to bring justice or bring closure to my family, and sadly, not only did they possibly let her killer escape, but they also sentenced her sisters to a life of misery. The niece has recently had this case reopened as a murder investigation after she was able to have a judge sign off on a search warrant of the Dallas PD physical storage along with their crime lab.